Hi, I'm Mystery Mike. I'm MysteryMikes.org, and I am opening up a chain of restaurants that feeds everybody that eats there for free. Yeah, I know it sounds impossible, but it's not, and it's actually going to be even more amazing than you can possibly think of here. But let me go ahead and explain and kind of say what it's going to be like to go to a Mystery Mike's restaurant. So, first off, anybody can eat there. It doesn't matter if you have money or if you don't have money. It doesn't matter because you can't pay. There's not any type of cash register, no point of sale system, nothing. We don't accept donations when you go to eat there. It's not like we charge you for the drinks or anything like that. There's not any kind of a catch. It is legitimately free, zero. So it won't cost you anything to eat there except for, okay, if you want to have the actual catch here, we do need a few minutes of your time, and we need you to fill out a survey about the food that you eat and tell us honestly what you think about the food that you ate there. It's very, very important. Okay, so now, as you can imagine, a restaurant that feeds everybody that eats there for free could be absolute chaos if we didn't have some sort of a system in place to keep everything, running smoothly and keep everything, running well. And that's pretty much what this is just a well-built system to, handle this sort of thing. So, basically, we'll be using an app on the phone, and you'll be able to experience Mystery Mike's in several different ways of your choosing. So depending on what you want to do, you can either go to a Mystery Mike's org restaurant, and you can be completely surprised at the table when the meal is presented to you, and you can have it that way. Or if you want, you can watch while the meal is prepared, and you'll be able to watch as it's cooked, so you can see what's going on and see what's being created. So there's different levels of experience here depending on what you're looking for. If you see that you don't like that meal, then you'd be able to opt out of that one, skip that meal, and move on to another meal. And there'd be like one or two other meals that you'd be able to choose from that you would be able to see as alternatives to that meal if you didn't like it. All right, so now, the MysteryMikes.org app is going to be controlling the queue for how long it takes, for the seats to become available and so forth, so that way there's not very large accumulations of lines and so forth. Now, we do have a system in place for people who don't want to use technology. So, if you don't want to use technology, we will have paper surveys available, and we will have a line outside percentage. People will be able to get through in that way to make it fair, so that way everybody has access. That way we still also get the survey filled out, and we get the information that's needed that way if people are able to participate. However, we do want to make sure that the meal is always free with zero obligations, so if you don't want to fill out the survey, you don't have to fill out the survey, but we would really, really like it if you did fill out this survey, so it's very helpful to us. As a matter of fact, if you do fill out the survey, we're going to reward you by giving you choice points, and the choice points are going to be accumulated to allow you to get to a point where you can choose the meal that you want to get. So that way you'll be able to pick from a very large selection, a large catalog of Mystery Mike's meals that you'll be able to pick and see exactly what you like. Now, we do have things in place so that you'll be able to put allergy alerts and so forth. So if you have, specific allergies, you'll be able to put that in your profile, and then that will alert, whenever a meal comes up that maybe that's not a meal that you'd want to eat. Alright, so if you go check my other video that I posted about December 2019, which is a year ago, anyway, you'll see of terrible quality, but you'll see the content is there for the MysteryMikes.org, and I've spent the last year or so trying to get myself together here in order to throw this thing out into the public eye, making absolutely sure that I'm not crazy or that there's not some sort of major flaw that's not going to allow this to work. And I cannot disprove this. I have spent as much time trying to disprove that MysteryMikes.org can function as I have that it can actually function. So, yeah, anyway. So, the video that I put up, I had two propositions in order to bring this into reality, and the first one of those was Bitcoin, and the second one of those was to meet up with somebody who was an investor or somebody who was interested enough that had 255 gold 1 ounce coins and 255 silver 1 ounce coins, as well as a car that they wanted to give me in order to make this occur. But I can understand how people would be like, internet guy with the mask on and everything. I'm not entirely sure that we can trust what you're saying. I feel what you're saying. I hear you. So I came up with another solution, one that's a little bit more rock solid and believable. So we're going to go ahead and do that in another video over here. Check it out.